definitely a new challenge, streaming everything. Alright, we're up.
What time is the first concert?
It starts at 10:30, so it normally goes a half hour, and then it'll be, 15 minutes of questions, so probably about 11:15.
Where are you going from here?
I think we're going straight to his interviews. He has one-on-ones.
Okay. So I might leave and go back over to the hotel. That's why.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be okay?
Yeah, we got, yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Can always take a taxi or something.
Going around the back.
Yeah, oh, you can't follow him?
No.
No, it's alright.
Shit. I know where they're going though. They're going off of, you're going to the David Copperfield arena, right?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the lift.
Okay.
All of that for me.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you. Good. How are yourself? I'll see you later.
You're working too hard. You're working too hard.
Let's go.
Where's Manny coming over?
He just went around the back.
Oh, shit. Big bug? Oh, God damn. Yeah. See that?
No, not yet.
champ pulling over.
Which move is mine?
Dressing room, I'm not sure if you're one or two. Either this one or that one.
Bill. You'll be in charge. Stay back.
So he's going to stay with the vehicles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's beach roll for this.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I'll grab the other one.
Either that or we go. If he wants to park, we can park him out of the way. And he can come back and we can start parking.
Joseph. Sasakyan kailangan natin. In case they need to move it.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Freddie will be here shortly. He's in an organization meeting, but we've got Manny here. Any questions? Feel free to. He's still right here. He's on the stool. Good. Yeah, we'll start right now. We'll take some questions. Okay. Any questions, Rob?
Yeah. So, Manny, just how you feeling now? Final preparations.
I feel excited for Saturday. So I've been first thank you for being here and for all your support.
Mr. Dwyer in the back.
Tim Bradley was in here, and he said that he was kind of very articulate about it. He said, "I'm looking for the best of Manny Pacquiao." He was asked about whether, because you say you're retiring, that you might not be at your best, you might be looking elsewhere. He said, "I'm looking for the best of Manny Pacquiao. I think he wants to ride off on a white horse down the boardwalk." I thought that was pretty. What are your thoughts on that? Is that what you want to do? Got a white horse ready?
You know how to ride?
You know, when a boxer say that it's a last fight, you know, most of them are lazy to train because it's last fight like that, and they don't have the focus anymore because of his last fight, and they don't have eagerness anymore, and that's what happened. But for me, it's different. It's different because it's really important for me to win this fight and to show a good fight, to show to win convincingly. You know why? What the reason why it is important, and also that's part of my legacy in boxing. And I love to fight and I love to win.
Hi, Manny.
Hi.
You obviously have a political career in the Philippines. You've also spent a lot of time in the US. From what you see, what are the differences between a political campaign in the Philippines compared to an election in America? Would you like to talk about that?
I think it's not quite different, but in the Philippines it's a different style, and here is different style. So that's all I can say. But you know, talk about more politics. I think I can say I can add because I'm running right now.
Yeah, there's some electioneering laws that you can't violate in the Philippines, so until the campaign's over, you can't really discuss.
Yes.
Ray?
Sure. Manny, yesterday you talked a little bit about, you know, how it's possible that you may fight on after this fight, depending on your obligations back home and how you feel of all these other factors. I guess, if the business on this fight, if the pay-per-view sales come in lower than you are used to, and the money is not the same as it has been, again, for other big fights, does that affect your decision to fight on in the future if, say, you'll be making only half what you were making 2 years ago going forward?
My decision to quit in boxing is not about the money. It's about the people who are going to watch it. This is about my heart, about my feeling, and about my family, and also I told this, I say this, you know, I cannot say that I'm not going to come back, or I'm not saying that I'm going to come back, you know, because I don't know. I mean, after this fight, I already decided to retire and going back home and focus on my family and focus on my job to help the people. But I cannot say right now what's the feeling of being retired in boxing. You know, I mean, we all know that I grew up in boxing, but I cannot say, oh, I'm going back. I cannot say I'm not going back because I'm not there yet. You know, I don't know what's the feeling when you hang up your gloves and, you know.
Hey, man.
Go ahead, Bob.
Okay. You know, it's come up in fights in the past about your killer instinct and whether you still had it or not. Do you still, at this point in your career, do you still feel that you have that killer instinct?
Yes, I still have that, and good thing that I don't have, you know, I rest almost 1 year, and when I start training for this fight, I feel like fresh and new. I like hunger, like my feeling is like when I start in boxing, when I start fighting in America, like that. So it's good for me that I have a long way layoff.
Back there,
You're from Germany. What do you think about the co-main event after everyone against Beto Rodriguez?
Oh, not only our fight with Bradley, they should be watched by the undercard. They're very good fights in undercard, Ramirez and his opponent, and also more fights beside that. It's gonna be a good card in this Saturday, and more good fighters that they can see.
Manny, two questions. If this is the last fight, how do you consider your legacy or your boxing career? And if you have any dream or any chance to fight in Philippines, do you have the chance to do a buy fight?
Since before I have that desire that to bring a fight in the Philippines, to let the Filipino watch live in my fight. And what I have done in boxing, I'm really happy and satisfied because what I have done is beyond of my imagination. We all know that, you know, where I came from and what I have done. You know, if I think, I always ask myself that how to get done. You know, 8 different weight division, but it, you know, it's not the reason that, you know, I don't want to think about that, put that in my head, and my head getting big, and so I want to stay humble and, you know, live a simple life with living in with my family.
Lance, Manny, at the end of the day, I mean, when you had the injury and you had all that money that you made from Mayweather, in a way you kind of had a little taste of retirement.
You know, I can say that I'm done, but I still have that desire. You know, love boxing, and you know, like I said, boxing is my passion. I grew up in boxing. I started when I was 12 years old, and non-stop until now. And my family, they always, you know, begging me to retire after a fight. You know, especially my mother. It's been 3 years now, and she's been convincing me to retire.
She's been asking you for 3 years.
Asking me for 3 years. She's asking me to retire, and you know, that's my family. I love my family.
And Manny, how does Jinky feel about it? Have you talked to her about whether she you know, she seems to suffer along with you during the fights, and you know, you can just see sometimes the pain on her face. How does she feel about you continuing?
She respects my decision. Whatever my decision is, she respects that, and she knows my feeling. Whatever my decision is, she respects that.
But would she prefer that you retire?
Yeah, she's happy.
Jerry?
Manny, do you remember anything about your first professional fight?
My first professional fight, that was 1995, January 25, 1995, in the Philippines, which is in Mindoro, Occidental Mindoro. And I still remember that. My second fight, the same place. You know, until now, in Spanish is, I started my career 1995, Enero 25.
What do you remember of that first fight? How did you feel?
I remember that my purse is only 1,000 pesos. 1,000, which is almost $20. $20, and then from Manila to Mindoro, to the place where we're going to fight, is, you know, you have to travel more than 3 hours, because you ride a boat and more than 3 hours, yes, and then pay your.
Did you pay for that? You had to pay for the boat trip?
Yeah, the boat trip, and also it's very small money when I started, but that's my desire to box.
Did you know right away that you had what it took to be a good boxer?
At that time, I boxed because I want to help my mother, my family, because on that time we don't have nothing. I mean, I'm the breadwinner. I sent my brother to school, and I'm the one who work in the house. So my mother, she don't have work, so I'm the one who work in the family since I was 16 years old.
Did you like doing it? Did you feel good about boxing, or did you?
I love doing it, but I love doing it because in that way I help my family, my mother. When you have nothing, you don't care how hard is that. You don't care how hard the work is, as long as you can help your family.
Manny, you think that you returning the Filipino boxing have the same impact in the world boxing?
Right?
Cuando se retire, si va a tener, ¿tú crees que piensas que cuando te retires crees que el boxeo filipino va a tener el mismo impacto?
If you retire, do you think that the impact of the Filipino boxing should be the same like today, or is going to be different?
It's the same. I believe that it's the same. Of course, a lot of Filipino, especially boxers, they're looking up me and they're following me. And well, even I decide to retire, I'm going to support them and encourage them.
How important was it for the Philippines that you rose to the level you rose in boxing? That people saw you do these historic things. How important was it to the country?
It's really important that I inspired them. Most of the people in the Philippines knows my life before until now, and my life is open book to them. So I think they inspired of my life and most of them.
You think you put a spotlight on the country because so much attention was on you?
Yes, I think since when I start boxing until now, I think I contribute an honor to my country and putting the Philippines in the map.
Manny, what do you think, or what is really your intention to go to the Olympic Games, or that's just
they are thinking right now to allow professional to fight in Olympics, and if they allowed it, I'm not saying that I'm going to fight, and I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm still thinking about that. Olympics is a good idea because let's bring honor to my country.
Yeah, Manny, you were here 15 years ago, and I remember people who didn't even pronounce your name right now. What do you remember most when you were here 15 years ago, walking around the MGM ground?
Yes, I remember this place. That was June 23, 2001. I still remember that. The main event is Oscar De La Hoya versus Castillo. And we're the supporting main event, and the announcer, I think that's Jim Lamley, Manny Pacquiao, like this. And that's why last week before we leave from LA, coming here, there's I don't know what was that guy that bothering me in a restaurant and trying to scream, and then he just saying the words that if you, and then I told him, oh, don't hurt him because he just mispronounced my name. He's he's mentioning my name. He's just missing. He can't pronounce properly.
Freddie, were you able to lay down a bet on that fight?
No.
Did they not have it posted, or?
The Duava was 60-1, and they wouldn't take no action. But I tried.
Yeah, Jerry.
Right. You were with him so many times in the Philippines. You were with him through typhoons, mudslide, and everything else. You come away now looking back. What is your impression about how the people relate to him and he relates to them?
It's a great thing. I mean, we relate to each other, and I mean, the best part about like going to the mall is I get mobbed by people, and the only thing that will get them away from mobbing me is when he shows up. And then when he shows up, they all go away, they all go to him, and I get to go do what I want and shop. He's well loved by the people, and the people are very kind, and he obviously the most popular person in his country.
Freddie, is it harder, just generally speaking, to motivate an athlete or a boxer when they're going into their last fight? And how does that work out with Manny?
Well, I thought it might be, but this experience, You know, Manny told me it's gonna be his last fight. Training camp was great. We just like every other training camp. He even maybe worked a little bit harder. I told him I said, let's go out with a bang, and that's what we intend on doing.
For both of you guys, is that a smart strategy? I mean, can you overdo that, you know, desire to knock this guy out? I mean, Bradley himself said, I expect Manny to try to knock my head off.
We're professionals. We're not going to make that mistake. We're not going to go in there just like looking for a knockout. We've never looked for a knockout, because if you do, it'll never happen. I mean, the thing is, knockouts come and it's kind of a bonus, but we never go out there looking for a knockout. Never.
Are you good? Bill?
Manny, did the pressure from your family to retire begin after the Marquez knockout? Was that when it really started?
Not that, but before that.
Before that fight?
Before that fight, yes.
Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, either one of you guys could answer this, but I've read that Bradley's going to use the Marquez strategy. In other words, wait for the right moment and go for the perfect right hand counter.
I know that.
How do you feel about that?
I know that even Floyd, that's his style strategy in the last fight, and I know that they're going to use that strategy. But you know, I learned a lot for that fight, so I think it's better to think about another strategy.
I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. What was the significance at Wildcard on Monday? You gathered everyone together and did a prayer, and I think Freddie made a comment that there was some finality to that moment. Were you basically saying this is the end? What was that all about?
Say a prayer, thanking to the Lord, to God, because we finished our training good, and everybody's happy and about my condition, about my health. You know, we always give praise and thank God.
That was at the extent of it.
Thank you.
Yes. As they were talking about him retiring, having an impact on the Filipino boxing scene, how does he feel about a fellow Filipino? And Manny Nietes, another great fighter, is a long-reigning Filipino fighter. What are your thoughts on Manny Nietes?
Nietes, he's a good boxer, and not only Nietes, but there's a lot of couple boxers in the Philippines, good boxer. I'm looking to bring them up here in the States to have opportunity to fight here and to share their skills and ability to to expose their boxing skill.
Is that the next step of promoting as a promoter?
Yeah, promoting. I'm starting promoting in the Philippines every month right now. I have a lot of boxers, good, and Freddie saw my co-fighters, and he like it. They're good. They're good.
We good? We're gonna have to do TV in a minute. Everybody all right? Thank you. We'll see you upstairs at the press conference.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. God bless.
Fred, that's where it is, right?
The press conference.
Thank you very much.
Do you want Freddie while you're waiting for you? Freddie?
This way. This way.
Thank you very much.
We'll bring it back. Okay, buenos días.
Buenos días. ¿Cómo está, Manny?
If you guys could stay on the other side, thank you.
I know you've always wanted to be on TV.
No, I don't.
I don't want to hear that question again.
No, we're good.
I don't want to ask that question again.
Good.
Not today. Not today.
I have speed. You have speed, Andrew? Speed.
Where do you go?
Manny, is it starting to feel like the end game? What's going through your mind as you come to Las Vegas, maybe for the last time as a professional fighter?
I'm still happy and enjoying it. Excited for Saturday.
What makes it so tough to say goodbye to boxing?
I think because of my family, losing 2 years
You're giving your life to boxing. What has boxing given you?
a lot. I'm really thankful to God because of what I have done in professional boxing. Influenced my country and helped my family.
After 24 rounds, what do you know about Timothy Bradley?
I know him. He's a nice guy also.
Why did you choose Timothy Bradley? Was it because you feel he's improved under Teddy Atlas and can give you a better challenge, or because you know that you beat him twice? Well, 1-1, but you can beat him again.
There's a lot of issues and reason and doubts in the mind of the fans, and there's a lot of questions that we need to answer. I believe that this third fight will be the answer of those questions, and I believe that Bradley he can bring more in on Saturday because he has a new coach.
You're completely healed from your shoulder. Since 2009, you've fought with an injured shoulder, but you've been able to do great things, win titles in different weight classes. How do you feel now that you're at 100%?
I feel fresh. It's good for me that I don't have fight for almost 1 year, and I rest. So when I start this training camp, we're fresh and hungry, and excited, happy, like in the beginning.
15 years ago, you started a U.S. 15 years ago, you started a U.S. career here at the MGM Grand. Describe the hunger you had then and the hunger you have now.
It's almost the same because, like I said, it's good thing that I don't have fight almost 1 year, and I rest. So when I start training for this fight, I'm excited and happy, and I feel fresh.
What will it take to beat Timothy Bradley in a definitive manner? What will it take inside the ring to beat Timothy Bradley in a definitive manner?
It's really important to win convincingly. And I'm not saying that I'm going to knock him out, but if the knockout comes, will come. But fight a good fight and do everything what we did in the training. I'm excited. I'm excited for everything
have you visualized what it would be like to go out with a knockout win and give the fans what they've been wanting from Manny Pacquiao?
Well, if the knockout comes, that's good. It's a bonus. But we're not. We're not. I don't want to put that in my mind because I learned that in my past fight against Marquez. I'm about to finish him, and look what happened. Because it's more careless.
When you look at this fight, a definitive win, if you decide not to retire, do you think you could coax Mayweather to come back and fight you again?
I don't know yet. It's hard to say right now that I'm not going to come back or I'm going to come back because I don't know there yet. I don't know what's the feeling when you have your gloves and no more boxing. I don't know yet because I'm not yet. I'm not there yet. But right now, my decision is after the fight, go back to the Philippines, spend more time with my family, and focus to work and help people.
As of today, what is your greatest boxing memory?
Greatest boxing memory is my memory is I think what I have done in boxing, what I have accomplished, all the accomplishment in boxing. It's the greatest memory, and of course how God changed my life. We all know that my life, we came from nothing, and then He raised me to something.
Walk me through what it's been like coming to this same arena with just a handful of people back, 15 years ago, alone, basically. Nobody knew who Manny Pacquiao is, and this time you come with the huge entourage of Busso coming over from Los Angeles, but you're the same guy. You're the same Manny Pacquiao inside.
Despite of all this accomplishment in my career, 8 different motivation, championships, winning everything, the blessings that I received from the Lord. I don't want to put that in my mind so that my head can be big. I want to live a simple life and humble. Stay humble. That's my heart. Humble. Be an inspiration to everybody.
Thank you very much, Manny. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Gracias. Excelente. Nos vemos.
¿Cómo está, Manny?
Sure.
This brought me to you with Jose Ramirez.
Right back, same number?
No.
The next one.
Excellent.
Manny.
Manny. Hay que quitar un paseo.
Yeah.
Physically and spiritually?
I feel excited and feel good, 100% mentally, physically and spiritually.
Why do you want to retire? Is it simply because you want to run for Senate, or you are running for Senate, or is your body telling you it's time?
I think my family, they're willing me to retire for years now. Since 2013, they're asking me to retire. I consider that. And I'm thinking that sad because boxing is my passion. I grew up in boxing, and I told them, I don't know that feeling because I'm not there yet. What's the feeling of, when you have your gloves and you forget boxing, you're not in boxing anymore. So I don't know that feeling. You cannot say that I'm not going back or I will come back.
Just don't know.
I don't know.
I know you're very close with the board. What does he tell you about retiring, and what does he tell you about this?
I always, my desire is to preach the gospel, to share the good news about the kingdom of God. I believe that that's why God raised me from nothing to something. We all know that my life before, we don't have nothing. I even sleep in the street. You can like that. And then He raised me. You can imagine He raised me not only in the Philippines but all over the world for something. And that's for the glory of His name.
And finally, if this is your last fight, how do you dream of finishing it? What round and with what punch?
I will not say, I'm not saying that I'm going to predict. I don't want to predict the fight. If God were, on Saturday, and help me and take me from danger, and also my partners.
But how do you want it to end?
I want to win, I want to win convincingly. And I believe that because God is guiding me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amber.
Thank you.
Hey, you got 2 minutes. Yes.
David Copperfield Theater.
Thank you, Manny. Only 2 minutes for Sylvia Spector. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's all right. You look very elegant on the day, every day.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir, could you move this side, please? Same with our
It's the same. Do you speak Spanish or Filipino?
Philippines is similar.
Very similar.
Atlas is the same.
Excelente. Bueno, como se han dado cuenta, estamos en las entrañas precisamente del ABS-CBN Grand, justamente la catedral del boxeo internacional. Y tenemos esta charla justamente con quien ha sido el hombre que ha dominado el boxeo en la última década. Thank you very much for this interview for Mexican fans and TV Azteca.
Thank you.
Manny, is the most important fight the next Saturday? Bradley?
Don't worry about it. I'll do it.
I'm excited for Saturday. I'm not predicting the fight, but I will do my best to win.
After the Marquez fight, Pacquiao is the same boxer?
Same, it's the same, still the same, and hunger and passion is there.
What is the more important topic in this moment in Pacquiao's life?
I have a lot of things to do after this fight, going back to the Philippines and focus on my family, focus on surgery.
Okay. For Bradley, is a fight with his life. Tell me something about G.O.A.T. Bradley.
G.O.A.T. Bradley is a nice guy.
But do you have the key for the victory? Manny. In Mexico, I, you know.
Well, Manny's coming in there now. We'll be there.
Ok, tenemos una cita, recuerden, con Manny Pacquiao este día sábado, quizá la última ocasión que lo veamos arriba de un cuadrilátero. Thanks a lot, Manny.
Thanks for the silence, guys.
You sent him the link to this.
Yeah. For we're doing everything. It's a lie. Oh shoot! Can you call Jesse at that other number? The 818, because I'm with Manny on my way in there.
Let's get white.
Is there any room in that one? Is there any room in any of them? Is there any room in any of them?
Probably not.
Hold the seat. I mean, I'll hop in back. I don't care. It's like make it fast. Make it fast. Thank you, guys. Okay.
You didn't rent a car? Or a driver?
Oh, Ed hopped in. Well, no, I took the bus over.
You have to get an assistant.
Yeah, because you cannot rely on the security vehicle, you know that?
Well, actually, I'm streaming live to the world right now, so this is one of the reasons I'm in with you guys. I've been good the rest of the time.
The only reason why I took you in right now because Mike yesterday asked me to take you in yesterday, and I don't want to leave you right now, but I need to confirm that you're going to be allowed to ride with us because I wasn't expecting it. So,
that's fine with me. That's fine with me. So, like I said, I appreciate the gesture.
The only thing that concerns me is something happens, then I'm liable. Regardless of what it is to how you feel, I'm still liable because I'm the driver. Anything happens to my guys, no worry, because Manny will take care of it. But with you, something happens, then they'll question me, why do you have him? Because no one told me you're okay. That's all you need to kind of like understand. So it's the liability issue, it has nothing else. Because we've gotten into an accident before.
Kinadjut mo?
Ha?
Kinadjut mo?
Hindi na, bahala si Jan.
Hindi, kinadjut mo.
Oo.
Umiyak eh.
Iyak nyo?
Yun naman pala papayakin lang ng gano'n.
Wawa.
May kasalanan yun.
Pantay doon, bro. Tawagan ko si Chris. Maaga tayo konti.
Yeah. Maaga tayo matapos na ano.
Magja-gym ba siya na maaga?
Yeah. Right after this, return tayo sa gym. You live now, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You live now?
Yes, I am.
Can I just say hi to my family and friends in the Philippines?
Are they watching?
What was your name again, so I can?
It's Armando. I'll talk after you said. I have my own separate company, my own separate insurance. I'm not employed by that.
Right, that's what I'm really afraid of.
We'll talk.
You got it?
Sa'yo na, sir, patay na lang.
Yeah, there is a password.
Let me guess, Bill.
The stool? Not the stool. That's the coolest souvenir everyone's ever got. That's the stool we love.
That's a cool stool. Best seat in the house, too, right?
That was the best seat in the house. And closest seat.
Now, marker that would work would be great.
Right. It's brand new.
Get Moggy.
Any silver markers? Gold and copper. Yeah, whatever you got, whatever will work. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, okay na.
Oh, yeah.
Yan, Ron.
Is this a gag gift, Bill?
Well, it's a little bit embarrassing right now.
Good cook.
Paano na natin
Ito yung ano.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
So yung ano, may ito.
Ayun yun.
Oh.
Hey, bro. Actually, right here. Where is it? Okay.
Oh,
is that it? I actually,
There's
took
no room.
I actually took a picture of you yesterday. I was going to send it, and I was like, wait, I don't have it. You were like, oh, working? I'll get it to you later, though. Yes, I can. Yeah, there's plenty of other bikinis.
They really didn't do much. It was like 10 seconds. Like everyone kind of gets to sound. Hey, what's up? But we're plugged in number 15. No, I'm here actually at the press conference right now. Yeah. Pass it on. I do. Yeah. Well. Okay. All right.
Pacquiao was talking about his dreams. Like he dreamed that injured. No, he dreamed before the fight. Yeah, the dream every time, whatever the outcome was, for him, this is what happened in the fight. Like he dropped it. He didn't want it. He dropped it when he punched. But I thought he won. But no, he dropped it when he punched. Yeah, what was controversial about it? He dropped it, he looked at the other way and the whole photo. That's what somebody asked. Somebody asked him that. And he said that he dreamed.
He thought he was dreaming. He didn't know he was actually another dreamer.
Yeah.
He's like, I was confused by that game. We were all watching the fight. I remember looking around like, oh, I remember seeing it. More close up each other. And then at the end, we're all like, right?
Last half of the fight.
Let's see what he wants to take over. You can see the effect.
I thought we just like.
I had a very close to the six. I remember because I remember saying that. Like I said, well, I was supposed to get a winner, so they watched it. Oh, yeah.
Did they still be doing it. Even if it would have been, they're all just going to say that there was a firefight. Right after the fight, they want to make Pacquiao come out. Well, I always have right. Oh, yeah. It'd be a lot easier to make that fight since they're both HBO fights. I just think, no, Canelo.
I'm just saying, say cheese.
Brainwash there, you know, they think like it's like, I think it's a youth fight. Canelo, you know, so that's what he was on with his doubt. And it's always like, oh, first they want to say that because Mayweather told us what to say, they want his win. Neil Rahim. He's in the UK.
Yeah.
He's a big ass production partner.
What time is it here? 1?
The first fight's here or 3?
No, I'm saying the fight in
I think it might be in 3. I'll be able to watch it online.
Trying to build up.
I know what this is for now.
What, is it for the show?
It's for your phone.
Oh, to not take pictures? Or is that part of the show?
Magical part of this phone. It's so sweet.
Oh, you went to it?
I got a discount for it, so I wanted to check it out. It's horrible.
Yeah?
There's an alien that comes out and this spaceship that appears.
So you enjoyed it, huh?
Yeah. I was doing laughing. Actually, didn't think it was too bad of a skit of the alien. Plus, he messed up. He started completely messed up. He goes, everybody raise their hands. Just completely kept on going. Like nothing happened. Yeah, man, I guess that's what you gotta do, right? You can't pause and be like, oh, shit. So it was just like, everybody raise your hands. And I'm like, wait a minute, the card is right. You had like one lady raise her hand with a card, and somebody else was supposed to match it when they were different. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Everybody raise your hands. Oh, and they asked me, yeah, are you part of the box show? Skit or whatever? No. They were looking for the class. And they asked me if I was one of them. I should have said yes. Found out.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Come on, you know what to do here. Guys, it was pretty bad. Yeah, so for like 50 bucks.
When are you going to go again?
Never. I've seen 3. I don't think I'm a magic person. I've seen 3 of them already.
He got a lot of shit, but the best one I ever saw was
That one, I think I saw that one. Yeah, it was that Planet Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah, the motorcycle.
Yeah,
that was.
I like Penn and Teller the best.
I said, no, they have free tickets for coming up. For the TV show. Yeah, Penn and Teller.
Because they don't try to trick you to actually say it.
They tell you
it's just comedy. It's how we do it. The worst is probably this one.
I saw it. Yeah, I was like,
Only seen like 4 or 5 shows.
well, show tickets for locals are great. You get free tickets. You sign up, you just go at 11 o'clock or whatever during the day you look and see. They have free shows.
At where?
Show tickets for locals. You just sign up.
I went where they kept sending me emails and they got out of hand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go there. Well, they'll send you, like, you get maybe 1 email a week or something.
Yeah, like
I'll send
5 or
you
6 a day.
Oh, no. I'll send you the link, though, if you want. It might be the same one, because I think they used to do that, they don't do it anymore.
Maybe,
Now it'll do, like, once a week, hey, we have premium memberships or like once a week or something like that. Or a last week contract.
They don't have structured selection. No, I don't want to get. I have been to 2 Cirque shows. I went like the MGM group. They texted me like a Tuesday night.
Once I was
First one you went to was Humanity, man.
Dude, that show.
That's the only one I haven't watched. I watched more.
I thought Humanity was good. You have to put your get the mental watch. I thought it was a great show. I thought it was the best search show.
Good?
That was the first one I watched.
What other one did you see?
The one at Treasure Island.
Oh, Mystere.
Mystere, yeah.
It's a little better. Did you go refix for that one or did
You see him? The Mentalist?
I saw him at a sea accident.
I saw the Legend show.
I done hypnotized somebody.
No. There's 2 Mentalists. This guy's not a...
No?
But the cool thing was this was awesome. You want to appreciate yourself. This was actually... You know you're getting better when you're moving up instead of going the other way. But they had a thing. He threw out a bunch of sponge, like balls, like tennis balls, whatever, with numbers on it. There were like 200 bucks a crowd. numbers and they had a net. You know, he held it out. Whoever threw him in there first gets to go where he went. And he had a suitcase hanging in the back of the beginning of the show. And he opened it up, and of course, the number matched exactly the order. But he wasn't doing any trick. That's what I mean. I was doing it somehow. But he could hold it. And you could see everybody had different numbers. He got it in there in time. He wasn't moving in. He wasn't. It was just, all right, whoever throws in first, we just start chucking him in. And match the number. That's incredible. I mean, I don't think, like I said, obviously there's some kind of trick, but to not have any kind of, it must have been some way. It could be maybe inside the suitcase. It could, but it was just a paper with rifle. I don't know how they would do it. Yeah, there's a couple of. Yeah, he did. Actually, I was going to.
That's the good thing about having an early start. Yeah, it's being when you get out there like, yeah, work. Like having to weigh in all this stuff. That's the road that's like Friday too. I think it's Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Some of the video, they actually first come back a little bit.
Maybe it's back on the hero. You're not going to the Jack fight? No.
No, they call it. It's his fault and the referee's fault. Did you see the fight? Yeah. He was getting knocked off. He was actually coming. Broner was starting to tire after this, so it was trying to get into the last 4 rounds. But Broner had a good flow going and hurt him. But then he crushed him in the ball. He crushed him. Ref didn't see it. But Ashley backed out and he started going like this. He should have went like this. So the ref sees this, you know, like his hands. Yeah, because he was getting hit otherwise too. So the rest of the thing, hey, he's quitting. But actually, when he was saying, hey, he's on every ball. You know, so he should have, been. So you think?
I agree. I mean, when you look at it, if you look at replays, it's easy to tell he's not stopped it. But if you're in the moment,
all the noise, the ref can't
Well, that's what I'm
hear.
saying. The ref didn't see the ball shot. Now, if the ref had seen it, he would have known. But all he sees, it's his fault for not seeing it. All he sees is actually waving his hand. And plus, when he's getting hit with this hurry, he thinks, okay, yeah.
Is he actually retired?
I'm not sure that. It sucks sometimes. I know you'd rather go into your first. I'd rather go down with your sword, So, I mean, he may or may not have been there's still some time left. I mean, I'm sure he's.
Whatever happened to Memphis? You still wrote? No, I was there. You didn't go to that one.
His problem is that he has 14 people in his room. He listens to everybody. He train hops and he went from Jeff to Eddie to Floyd to. Oh, it's just
Floyd said it's probably 10 out of shit.
He listens to people and he doesn't listen to everybody. What's up with that? What's going on, buddy?
Todavía te está quedando aquí.
Sí. No estoy en ambiente. Estoy en Spring. Unos amigos.
Ah, ok.
Ahí me voy a Dale, voy a desayunar.
No, that's a different. Yeah, that's a different thing. You know what I always think?
Why is Pop going here?
I saw the video. It might be doing some kind of
Jesse hasn't felt that.
WBL Super Duper Selection Saturday. I did a video.
You're going to let me know when to start.
The problem is, I got this, put this thing on.
Oh, it makes it fall.
Yeah, without this, it's stand by itself. It could be like a monograph, or I kill this because I have this piece, and it makes it heavy, so there's no point of pop up. But that's what it's supposed to be, so you can either do either, you know. But like for the UFC, they don't talk on the stage, so it comes in handy to be able to move it.
They don't talk on the stage?
Nah, so just, everybody just talks when they're sitting, so you can't see how they're moving.
Excited to be up today, running 6, looking good, better than ever.
Thinking about covering UFC sweaters. You gonna cover it?
Try.
Well, they already told me they told me I could cover it anyway.
No, I said I'm gonna. Yeah, you should do it. Why not?
Because I already applied twice and I canceled twice because I ended up having other stuff. But I canceled like 2-3 weeks before. So. But they hate people to cancel the day before.
Does Rick won?
Morning. And welcome to the final press conference for this event, the trilogy, final chapter of the trilogy, Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley. I want to particularly thank and welcome the media from this country, from around the world, from Mexico, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, and also a big contingent of media from German television and press who are here to follow the exploits of their champion, Arthur Abraham. So welcome. No place in the world puts on a big event, a championship boxing event like Las Vegas does. And particularly, no one does like the MGM Grand. And it's a pleasure for me to introduce to you now the President of Entertainment and Sports for MGM Resorts International. Please welcome Richard Sturm.
Thank you very much, Bob. And good morning and welcome, everyone, and thanks for being here. We are thrilled to host the third fight between these two fantastic fighters, providing a conclusion to this storied trilogy to boxing fans worldwide. We look forward to once again hosting three-time fighter of the year, Manny Pacquiao. We know how much excitement he brings to the ring and look forward to another thrilling fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena this weekend. We also would like to extend a warm welcome to Tim Bradley as he returns to the MGM Grand. There is no doubt that Desert Storm will live up to his nickname and bring an enormous amount of punching power to the ring Saturday night. I'd like to give a special thanks to Bob Arum, Todd DeBuff, and the entire Top Rank team, Tim Bradley and his camp, Peter Nelson with HBO Pay-Per-View, and of course Bob Bennett of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. I'd now like to introduce to you the director of the MGM Race and Sports book, Lamar Mitchell, who will talk about the odds for the fight. And Lamar?
Thank you. Currently, for this fight, we have the very closest odds we've had for these two fighters. Mr. Pacquiao is minus 230, meaning you have to bet $230 to win 100, and Mr. Bradley is plus 180. So for every 100 you bet, you get back 180. Transaction activity has been very brisk for this fight. We expect a lot of fans to come through towards the weekend and make their opinion known. It should be a great fight, as you've seen the other two fights. The first one was great, second one was great, and we expect an even bigger fight this third fight. Thank you.
Thank you, Lamar. You see, if I got up here and talked about the fight and what a close fight it was, nobody would believe me, because nobody believes promoters, and I can't really blame them for that. But now you heard it for guys who handle the money, the Race and Sport book. This fight is a 2-to-1 fight. I haven't seen a fight that close in odds in years. So as far as the punters are concerned, 2-to-1, it's a close fight, it's anybody's fight, and you had it from Lamar, who gave you the latest line. I want to thank our principal sponsor, G.O.A.T. G.O.A.T, Born Bold, has been our sponsor for many, many events, including the first two fights in this trilogy. And I'm so happy that they're on board now sponsoring this event. They're doing a lot of promotion for us, particularly with people 25 years of age and over. And G.O.A.T and G.O.A.T Light have been great partners for us in all of these events, and particularly as they've followed the career of Manny Pacquiao. So thank you, G.O.A.T. And I also want to acknowledge another sponsor, Hands of Stone. That's the new movie, which is the true story of Roberto Duran. It stars Edgar Ramirez, Robert De Niro, and Usher Raymond. It's in theaters this August. I've seen the trailer. It's terrific. And as a special surprise for all of you, tomorrow, the original and the one and only Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran, will be arriving here in Las Vegas to watch the fight and take part in all the pre-fight hoopla. Also, make sure to tune in tonight and tomorrow night for the broadcast of American Idol to vote for the season's winner. And it's very important because the first appearance for the season winner, according to the votes of the public, will be here at the MGM Grand Fight Night, where the winner will sing the U.S. national anthem. So you can watch the votes take place on American Idol, and the winner will be here to sing the anthem on Fight Night, April 9th, here at the MGM Grand. And now it's a great pleasure for me to introduce to you the Executive Director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Please welcome Bob Bennett.
Good morning, and thank you. On behalf of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, you should know that we are honored and prepared to regulate these championship fights. We would like to show our appreciation to Mr. Aram and Top Rank Promotions for having these fights in the fight capital of the world. And I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize Mr. Aram for promoting sensational and historic fights as a promoter over the last 50 years, something that has, I don't think, been achieved by anyone, although Mr. Aram would know that better than I have. So congratulations, Mr. Aram. Also like to recognize the MGM for hosting the event and Richard Sturm. Of course, HBO for broadcasting the event, as they always do a sensational job. And last but not least, as I always say, I'd like to thank the fighters, because without the fighters, the championship fighters, all of the fighters, we would not be here. So thank you very much, and have a great day.
This event, which includes the big fight between Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley, as well as the no-Trump undercard of 3 sensational fights, will be distributed in the United States and Canada by our good friends at HBO Pay-Per-View. And here representing HBO Pay-Per-View, our good friend Tony Walker. Tony?
Thanks, Bob. On behalf of our Executive Vice President, Peter Nelson, I would like to thank all of you for coming and talking a little boxing today. Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley have been on HBO many, many times. Thrilled our fans. They've had dramatic performances in the ring. Our fans have come to really love what they do and appreciate them as people. And we think we're going to get that same focus on Saturday night and have a great show. Have to thank Top Rank for putting together a great overall card. Top to bottom, great fights, all with the outcome in doubt. Like to thank our hosts here at the MGM Grand, who have given us some great facilities. They're always very helpful in helping us do the broadcast. So we're going to have a great night on Saturday. I would like to thank the distributors, the cable, the satellite, the phone guys who distribute this fight on behalf of HBO Pay-Per-View. They've sent their mailers and made calls and run commercials. They will always support Manny and Tim. And I am sure that people will not have any problem in ordering the fight Saturday on pay-per-view. A programming note. For those of you who haven't seen it, I would really recommend a couple of pieces of programming that will air tonight at 11 and again on Friday at 7:15. One is Legacy on the Line, from Bradley to Pacquiao, and the other is Under the Lights, an analysis of the fight on Saturday that's hosted by Max Kellerman. Lastly, if you don't have access to a TV, there's no reason not to still be able to see these shows and other boxing programming on HBO. Just download the HBO Now app, register your cell phone, instant access to all the boxing programming and other programs on HBO. So we have a telecast starting at 6 p.m. on Saturday night. Suggested retail price is $59.95. And as always, thank you for your support of boxing.
Thank you, Tony. And now it's a great honor for me to introduce to you the president of the World Boxing Organization, Francisco Paco Valcarcel, who will tell you about a special award that the World Boxing Organization has come up with and will be presenting to the winner of this fight. Paco?
First, Bob, congratulations on your 50th. You look like 60s. You look great. Every day you look younger. Yeah. I want to say something. You know, I was listening to what the people from NGM said about the odds. I don't know if I know boxing or not, but this is a pick-and fight, man. This is a pick-and fight. This is not a 2-1 fight. I don't know if the people agree with me, but Bradley every day is better. I don't know. He reinvented himself. I don't know what happened. Teriala, what? I don't know. But he's back. And Manny, what we can say about Manny? Everybody know Manny. It's just one Manny in the boxing world. And welcome to Las Vegas, Manny. We would like to present to the winner this special belt. I would like Leon Panoncillo, come here. This is the diamond certificate. It's 60 pieces, weight 12 carats, color white, diamond on logo, type round, amount 31 pieces, weight 2.40 carats, the color is white. The gold ribbon, weight 150 grams, 22 carats. That's the special belt we have for the winner.
Paco, let's propose the fighters with the belt.
Oh, yeah.
Timmy?
Great idea. Come here.
Let the fighters look at it.
Yeah. Give it to both. Paco, get the belt. Here. Yeah. Okay.
I'll hold it for you.
Okay. Thanks to everybody.
That's something. I'm sure the winner of this fight will take home that belt and treasure that belt for the rest of his life. It really is a work of art. And now I'd like to introduce the team Pacquiao, who are sitting up on the dais today. Michael Cons, Manny's advisor. Buboy Fernandez, the assistant trainer. Justin Fortune, the conditioning coach. And Freddie Roach, the trainer. And Freddie is going to come to the microphone and tell you why his guy is going to win. Freddie?
Well, we've had a great training camp in the Philippines, and we finished up here in L.A. I mean, he's in great shape, and he's saying this might be his last fight, and he's looking really, really good and getting ready for this fight. His work has been really great. And thanks for Buboy and Justin and all the helpers. And I'd like to wish Tim Bradley and his team the best of luck. And thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce Team Bradley, Tim's father and co-trainer Ray Bradley. And the man who, to a great extent, has been in the last 10 years the voice of boxing, the lead trainer for Tim Bradley. Please welcome Teddy Atlas.
Thank you, everybody. Listen, like the old timers would say, it's all over but the shooting. So, you better be ready at this point. And the good news, the tough news is we're fighting one of the best fighters of the last 10 years. and one of the greatest talents you're ever going to see. Just a God-given blessing of speed and power, and a guy who fights with great pride is Manny Pacquiao. And the good news is we know exactly what we're facing, and that I happen to have the privilege of training a fighter who has also been born with great God-given abilities and also fights with a great pride and will for his family and to be remembered in history as a special fighter and a special person. And I believe that that is part of his strength. Nothing else can be done. We've done everything. We're on weight. I feel as confident as you can humanly feel in such a tough business when you're getting into the ring and you're responsible for a fighter, fighting someone, as I said, as dynamic as Manny Pacquiao. I am confident that Timothy will do what he always does, rise to the occasion and do what he's done the last 10 years, find a way to win. Thank you very much.
You know, as a promoter, it's a great treat to be promoting not only two great fighters, but two great professionals, exemplary people, people who you're proud to say that you're associated with. They're not wise guys. They're really down-to-earth, regular people who have enormous skills which they brought to the boxing ring. Tim Bradley is a 5-time world champion. Every fight that he's been in, he gives 100%. I mean, you can't have witnessed a Tim Bradley fight without saying, this man has all the guts in the world, and what a privilege to watch him fight. So it's a real pleasure of mine and a real honor to introduce to you one of the great fighters of our era, Tim Bradley.
Right, baby.
Thanks, Bob, for that introduction. Well, I have a lot to say, but I don't know if I can put it all together. But I'll probably just run off and, I don't know, everybody just try to keep up. But first of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank God for keeping me strong. I want to thank God for allowing me to be here today, for this opportunity, for my family. I also want to thank my wife. I want to thank my wife. Without her, I'm telling you, none of this would be possible right now. Just for being who she is, being a great person, being my partner, my bond, and just giving me everlasting love every single day, standing by me through thick and thin, through everything, managing my career, my family, our kids, and, you know, never complaining, not a single day of how tired she is or worn down she is. She always put her foot forward and always give it 110%. So I want to thank my wife, Monica Bradley, Superwoman. I'm telling you, Superwoman.
Right, baby.
Thank you. With that, you know, I want to thank my brother, Chris. He's in the audience as well. Just, you know, he's a brother that brother that I never had, man. Brother from a different mother. You know, he's a great guy. Always supportive, always positive, always Team Bradley. Special thanks to him too, because he works close with with his sister Monica to make sure that I have the best camp and the best of everything all the time, and that I'm stress-free and that I can do my job and focus. The whole team, man, Team Bradley, small unit, but we are powerful, and we've shown it over and over that we are powerful. Truly, I want to thank my team. I want to thank Teddy for coming aboard, and I know he wasn't part of this business, but I just want to thank him from the bottom of my heart, because not only did I grow as a fighter, but I grew as a person. Meeting Teddy and knowing Teddy, he's an unbelievable person. His family's unbelievable. It's unreal, the things that I've learned and picked up from him, as a person, as a man, as a fighter, and as a father. I want to thank his family for allowing him to be part of all of this. 2 months, man. 2 months in a hotel by himself, away from his family, away from his wife, away from his kids. For me. Unreal. You don't find people like that every day. But man, thank you guys. Really appreciate you. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Teddy, for allowing him to be here and to be a part of this. And thank you, Teddy. Thank you very much. I want to thank my parents, my dad, my mother, my grandma's here. Where you at, Grandma? My grandma made it out. There she is over there. My grandma is a part of this now. So, man, my grandma lives in Louisiana. I don't see her much, but she said she wasn't missing this fight. She knows what's at stake. She know I want this, and she wants to be a part of it. So, thank you, Grandma, for coming. Appreciate you. Top Rank, my family, my home. I re-up, so don't anybody else that was thinking about getting me, don't even think about it, because I re-up with Top Rank, because they the best in the business. 50 years in the business, going strong. Mr. Aaron right here, thank you so much for making all my dreams come true and being a part of Team Bradley and understanding what we do and how hard we work. So thank Top Rank HBO for always believing in me. Thank you so much for bringing me back this opportunity. I want to thank HBO. I want to thank the MGM. I want to thank MGM. Thank you for that beautiful fruit platter and all the candy you sent me. When I first got here, I was like, what are they doing? They trying to sabotage my weight or what? So I want to thank the MGM for bringing us back. Man, it's been an amazing journey. It truly have. HBO, WBO, baby. Hands down to me, I think they're the best organization in boxing, hands down. Everybody have their opinion, but seriously, Paco and his team of people and this organization is fantastic. They know what they're doing, and they continue to show you. Look at that belt. Oh my gosh, that belt is ridiculous. And I want to thank. I don't know if y'all see my gear, man, but I want to thank my stylist, man. Randy Willard, baby, stand up if you're in the building. I want to thank him for dressing me down and getting me looking right. And I want to thank Crooks and Castles for being a part of this team. I want to thank USANA Health Sciences for being a part of the team. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys being aboard and making my shirts and making me look fly. And Team Pacquiao, lastly, man, thank you so much for this opportunity. I know you could have went somewhere else. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Pacquiao. Thank you, Freddie, his whole team. Thank you, Michael Kontz, everybody a part of that. And this one thing I also want to just say before I even talk about the fight. I read something the other day that someone said that Manny Pacquiao, in order to win his campaign, in order to win what he wanted, what he wants to do, that he has to win this fight. I think that is baloney. I think that is garbage. I think, honest to God, I don't think the fight has anything to do with what this man has shown to the Filipino people, where he's from, to lose a fight or or whatever happens to not get what's rightfully deserved, you know, for him to win, and sooner or later become governor of the Philippines. He hasn't shown everybody what he's made of, everything that he done for the Philippines, for the Filipino people. He is truly, truly, to me, the only one out there that's going to do right for the Filipino people in the Philippines. The only one. The only one. So, y'all need to get it right, man, over there in the Philippines. Y'all need to really get it right, and whoever wrote that needs to stop. Because he's shown over and over that he's for the people, and he's by the people, and that he's a man of his word. And he's always shown that. Character, integrity. And I think he's the right man for the job, honestly. So good luck in your campaign. I hope nothing but the best for you, man. And I hope you truly, truly win. I really do. But that's it. I'm ready to go. I'm done. I'm done, you know, what I need to say. Everybody know, just, you know, come and watch the fight. If you can't make it out, buy the pay-per-view. Check this out. This is about legacy for me. I'm getting a third crack at it. I'm ready. And if I'm going to win this fight, it's now. It's now. I'm ready for everything. More than any other fight that I've ever been in, it's now. If I'm going to beat Manny Pacquiao, it's now. This is my only opportunity, my last opportunity, and I am ready for it. Thank you very much. God bless. Peace and love.
Well said, Tim. You know, in 1975, I went to the Philippines for the first time promoting the Thriller in Manila. And I fell in love with the Philippines and the Philippine people. And who would have realized that about 30 years later, I would become reacquainted with the Philippine people and the Philippine nation through Manny Pacquiao. And because of Manny Pacquiao, you here have learned a lot about the Philippines over the course of Manny's fights and discussions and so forth. And I think we now in the United States are so fortunate to have so many Filipinos living among us. They're hardworking people, they're wonderful people, and it doesn't surprise me at all, because if you go to the Philippines, you'll see many more millions of them, and how wonderful they are, what a great nation, and what a great people. Now I have a little dilemma, and let me tell you what it is. Under the Philippine election law, the Comelec is, they regulate elections. A candidate for Senate, as Manny is only allowed 120 minutes on television. So I assume this will be shown on television. Tim Bradley has used up some of my time talking about me. And all I'll say is that the country of the Philippines is truly blessed to have somebody as a fellow citizen, somebody who is dedicated to do good for the people like Manny Pacquiao. As great a fighter as Manny Pacquiao is, he is even greater as a human being and a great citizen of the country of the Philippines. Manny Pacquiao.
Thank you, Bob. And first, I would like to thank God for this wonderful and beautiful day for us. And I want to thank MGM. I remember my first fight in America here in MGM. That was 2001, June 23. And I want to thank HBO for helping me a lot, promoting my fight, supporting my fight. Thank you. And of course, the Team Pacquiao, Tim Bradley and his family. I'm going to talk about right away about the fight on Saturday. Please watch this fight. I believe that it's more action compared to the last two fights that we had, because of his new coach, TD. TD, he did a good job for Bradley, and we saw that in his last fight. He adding more strategy and techniques for Bradley, and that's makes more action in the ring on Saturday. So please watch and don't miss it. It's gonna be a good fight and more action in the ring. And I'm doing my best. We're doing our best to give a good show to make you happy. And thank you to all the media and press for everything that you have done supporting us, supporting boxing. And one thing that I want to, I want to live in boxing is to be, even though I accomplished everything in this arena of boxing, in this boxing, I want to give inspiration to everybody that whatever we have done and accomplished in life, we should humble ourselves before God and before man. We should stay humble and live the same life. Don't make the thing in this world change your life. And I want to say this, that each and every one of us one day we will face judgment, and that judgment, it's up to us where we're going to choose, what life we choose after our life here. So that's the most important thing. And this press conference, promoting the fight, we don't need to fight each other. We save that for Saturday, and that's what you're waiting for. This is good fight, because promoting the fight with no argument, no troubles, like hitting bad words each other. We save that for Saturday so that you will be happy. I know Bradley trained hard and I trained hard, and that's good for the fans, that we can give a good show. And I think it's gonna be. I believe that it's gonna be a good fight, and I want to thank to all the Filipino people who are praying and supporting me in this upcoming fight. I want to let them know, mga kababayan, I'm gonna speak in Tagalog. Sa lahat ng mga Pilipino, nananawagan po ako sa inyong lahat na magkaisa po tayo para po sa karangalan ng ating bansa. Baka po ito na yung huling laban ko na masasaksihan ng buong sambayan ng Pilipino. Isa po ang maiiwanan ko sa inyo, na magkaisa po tayo sa ating lahat. Walang halong politika. Ito ay para sa ating lahat. Magkaisa po tayo. Hindi natin isipin na ito ay kasama sa politika o anuman, kundi ito, mula noon hanggang ngayon, tayo ay nagkakaisa, tayo ay magkasama. Ngayong Saturday, inasahan ko po ang pagkakaisa natin at pagsasama para sa karangalan ng ating bansa. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you to all of you who are going to watch on Saturday. Please come. If you cannot come, please buy a pay-per-view. You will learn a lot, not only the action in the ring, but also as a person, both of us, Bradley and I, you know my life. My life before, I came from nothing. The boy that's speaking in front of you now, I experienced to sleep in the street with no food. Sometimes I'm hungry, we don't have food. I just drink water to survive. And that's my life, how God transformed my life into this level of life. That's why I'm exciting and thankful to God for everything that He gave it to me. That's my life, and I want to stay humble and live a simple life like the same people where I came from. And that's how I love the people, the poor people. I love to help them. I just want to tell you this. All the fans, all the pay-per-view, the tickets that you buy and support us, I'm not keeping alone and for my family alone, but also I'm helping that to the community, to the people who need help, because I feel their feeling. I didn't announce that, you know, since I'm starting fighting here in America, but now I announce it right now because this is my last fight, you know, and the money that you paid for boxing support us. There's a lot of family, thousands of family in the Philippines. You help that money, and I'm not keeping that alone. And you share that. I share that. I post that in Facebook, Instagram. The house that I built and giving to free to each family in the Philippines who don't have a house, and giving sustainable livelihood for them. And that's what I'm happy and helping the poor people, and that's the commandment of God. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice day.
And let me tell you, I've been to the Philippines, and I'll attest to what Manny says. I mean, most of the money, and it's been considerable that he's earned after he finishes paying Uncle Sam, he donates to the Philippine people. I want to give you one example. I wasn't going to say anything, but I want to give you one example. In a village close to Jensen, where he lives, they have fishermen who went out in fishing boats every day and spent hours going out into the deep water and hours coming back, because the fish, primarily tuna, which they have in abundance, are in the deep water. So if you calculate it, they spent more time going out to the deep water and coming back than they did fishing. And Manny realized that. And so for the entire fishing fleet, he donated outboard motors so they could cut down on the time it took to get into the fishing waters and the time it took to get back. And doing that, he increased the livelihood of these fishermen tremendously, but he also helped the quality of their life, because they didn't have to spend that much time as they did before in pursuing their profession of fishing. So he's done great things, hospitals, schools. I once said facetiously, but it's true, that the social welfare system in the Philippines is called Manny Pacquiao. So I'm really proud of what a fighter who has fought under our top-ranked banner has done in his community, in his country, and I'm very, very proud of Manny Pacquiao. I want to thank our top-ranked knockouts and our Tecate girls for gracing this stage. Tomorrow, we'll have the press conference for the No Trump undercard. Arthur Abraham will be there, Gilberto Ramirez, Oscar Valdez, Evgeny Gradovich, the former featherweight champion, Manny Perez, and Jose Ramirez from the Central Valley of California. I want to thank you all for coming. The press conference tomorrow will be held in the media room. There's Studio A and B. The weigh-in will be at the MGM Grand Arena. It's scheduled for what time, Carl? 3 o'clock? 2:30. 2:30 on Friday. Thank you all for coming. The fighters are going to take some pictures here, and it's going to be a great fight. Let me tell you, don't take it from me, because you can't trust me. Take it from the odds makers. They told you that this is a close fight. Thank you very much.
Brandon. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Just go this way. Just really straight, go straight. Yeah, just cars right here. Don't make it complicated. Make it easy.
He's gonna, boss. He's gonna do all his questions first, though.
What do you need, Mike? Yo, watch it. Oh boy. No, Anna's gonna take a picture of me, you, and Manny. Just wait. Hi. And Mike.
Have us.
Hey, Fred. Fred. Fred, yeah, right.
Watching it live, right? They doing any press on stage this time? No. It looked like it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fred.
They're good. That's one.
Thank you.
And Kevin and Lance, come on up, please.
Yes, they are doing it. Lance.
He's good.
Manny. Camera shot.
Univision's good. That's all we got right now. That's all we got. Kevin and Lance, these two are good. That's it for now. That's it.
Go ahead. No. Go for it. Freddie.
Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach.
We're looking at the girls talking to you. You hear me say hands up, hands to yourself there? Freddie Roach.
All right, come here. They want to talk to you.
Me?
That was retired.
You hardly said anything yesterday, for Christ's sake.
You'll be fine. After this fight, bring back more time.
Is this going to be your last fight, Manny? And what can we expect on Saturday? Esta va a ser tu última pelea y qué es lo que podemos esperar el sábado.
I decided already after this fight I'm going to retire. Yeah. But I'm not saying that losing the door in boxing I don't know.
You're not closing the door. This might not be your last fight. There's been a lot of talks about Canelo in the future. Esta no podría ser tu última pelea. Tú dices que estás dejando las puertas abiertas. ¿Qué piensas cuando se menciona el nombre de Canelo Álvarez?
I don't know yet because I'm not there yet. So I don't know what's the future. We don't have much of boxing. That boxing is my passion. I'd love to hear an original question. Just one. I couldn't say that now.
Would you be willing, if it's something that you would be interested in facing Canelo Álvarez in the near future? ¿Es algo que tú estarías interesado en enfrentarte a Canelo en el futuro?
It's not a problem. It's not a problem, but you know, when we started in boxing, I don't know if I can box.
What can you tell us about your shoulder, Manny? Is it 100%? Are you feeling well for this fight?
Yeah, 100% well. Thank God for fast.
One last question, Manny. Kobe Bryant is also retiring. You're a big basketball fan. What do you think about Kobe Bryant retiring at the same time that you are? ¿Qué es lo que piensas del retiro de Kobe Bryant al mismo tiempo que tú también te estás retirando del boxeo?
I know Kobe. Went to the Philippines. With him and
Great, thank you so much, Manny, and good luck with it.
Univision? Let's go.
Thank you, Manny.
Thank you. You can hang out there for 10 minutes. Yep.
First of all, I want to ask you, you mentioned this is going to be your last fight, so how are you feeling ready to return?
I feel happy with my decision, but I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not gonna come back, or, you know, I don't know. I cannot say right now, but my decision is final to retire after the fight. You know, I don't know what's the feeling of being retired.
You mentioned that a lot of the money is going to get this fight. It's going to go to the poor people in Philippines. So, can you explain a little bit about that?
I'm doing that since before. You know, the money that they pay for is not only for me, but what I earn is I share to thousands of families in the Philippines, building a house, free shelter, and give it to them.
Oh, yeah. The feeling we get to the press conference, like you mentioned, it's like no arguments, no bad words. I mean, both guys something peaceful, peace to God. This is the first press conference that you made.
Yeah, I know. That should be. It should be like that. To inspire people and save that on the ring. You know, we don't need to say bad words, trash talk like that. The people, what the people want is a good fight.
Well, you can talk to the fans to show up on Saturday, so why the pay-per-view fight?
You should watch this fight, and I believe more action is going to be a good fight. You're going to enjoy.
What are the good memories you get from the MGM right now?
My memory here is, you know, MGM, they help a lot. My first fight here in MGM, when I started in 2001, June 23. That's my memory, that first fight in America here in MGM.
My last question, how was your workout? Was it different to the other fights?
Workout is very good. We did a lot and hard work for this training camp. In fact, the team
You never checked that email I sent you.
I don't have email here. I haven't even turned my laptop on yet.
I'm gonna print it out.
Better to text me.
I'm gonna print it out. I'll give it to you later.
My training, but they said, you know, you have to run a little bit because you might
Something in Spanish you can say to your friends?
thank you for everything that you have done, supporting and praying for me in every fight.
This is a family affair.
Where's he going? Wait, Fred, who's next?
You're after us, Chris.
Okay.
I don't want them to poke them with the boots.
How's it been going?
Good. We've been behind the scenes the whole time. The fans have been loving it.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, do you see the...
I'm not going to do all those people.
Straight to the world.
No.
What has
We're done now.
What is it?
Anyway, we're going up this way.
Right. I mean, is it have you just your background, or when you think of all the things that you've done in your career, and the humanitarian that you are helping your fellow countrymen, where does that all come from?
You tired?
It's all come from my heart that I want to help them because I experienced the life.
Jason, can you get Jen free? She's outside.
Shit.
Doesn't have a credential.
Nico, I recognize you with the beard.
See my purse?
Have to urinate, but I'm solid.
Oh, she's not outside. Come back.
That's my design. Inspired.
What's that joy like when you're helping all these people and you see their faces and the things that you're doing? What's that like for you when you see the others?
Shouldn't love you
Their
anymore.
eyes or whatever kind of reaction?
I feel, you know, I feel happy.
Hurt my feelings. She's still with the Sixers?
Yeah. I surprised them. Okay, you can leave there, get your house, and you know, are you sure because we pay this? It's crazy.
I mean, we just did a little interview yesterday.
You didn't do a sit-down interview? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I'd see you this morning. Did you get a sit-down interview?
Yeah, always do. But they didn't tell me anything, so.
I get emotional outside, and because I'm here, I feel their feeling. That's why I'm helping them, because I feel their experience.
Did I hear you correct? This is your last fight? Is that what you said?
I told them that this is my last fight. I'm not sure. After this, I decide to retire. But I don't know what's gonna be feeling being retired. You know that I love boxing. I grew up in boxing, and I want to experience, when you retire, boxer.
What's the greatest joy? Helping people or winning a fight?
The greatest joy for me.
I'm going to be back out now on this side.
Of all my accomplishments, lessons that I received from the Lord, when I share it with
You say hi to Pacquiao, guys?
people.
Yeah, sure.
Say hi.
Really thankful. That's why I want to let the fans know that the money since the beginning that she paid for.
Everybody asks the same question.
Now you see it. Because you usually just see me. Now you can see everybody.
I help that. It's not, I'm not taking that in my own pocket, but I help that to the thousands of people, families everywhere.
What if this was your last fight? What would you say to everybody? If you never come back to the ring again.
Strategy?
Oh, thank you.
If I could get detailed about the counter punching. Okay, so Marquez.
You're gonna get that.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, but
In the love that give it to me, always in my heart.
I read that Bradley's camp is going to attempt to do what Marquez did, counterpunch. Manny has a really good response to it.
Thanks, Chris. We got to do Christine right here.
And then Channel 5, and I think that's it.
I think so.
One Filipino channel. We got to get it.
I'm a Filipino channel too.
Yes, you're so two Filipino channels.
Christina.
Chris,
Sorry,
thank you with the AMN.
So do your thing. I'll get out of your way.
Not Christina. Christina.
You and me, buddy, up.
Thank you, Manny. I didn't want to say it. All right, here with Manny Pacquiao today. Great speech up there. You've really taken on the role of the whole responsibility of a country. Just talk about your feelings and the thought on how you bring them into the ring with you every time that you fight your country.
Every time, every time I fight, the fellow countrymen, the country is in my back, behind me, supporting me, and for the honor of my country.
Do you feel like that adds any additional pressure?
Pressure, I've been in boxing many years, so no pressure doing my job.
All right, well, let's talk about pressure in the ring then in terms of your fighting style. Bradley's going to bring it. You know he will. You saw more of that in the Brandon Rios fight. What kind of pressure are you expecting him? Because you're usually the one that controls in terms of the busyness of the fight. But what if he tries to outbox you in this fight?
We're ready. We prepared for that. We did a lot of things in training for this fight, so I'm not worried about it.
Are you worried about the fact that he's been working on some counter punching? We saw some of that in training camp. Obviously, Marquez had success with that in the one punch. How do you prepare for that?
I know that. I know that. And it's been to counter, but we prepared everything. We did a lot of things in this fight.
Lastly, Paco brought a nice shiny belt up there, kind of a surprise. We both had your face, had Tim's face. I asked him what this belt was for, and he said it's 2 future Hall of Famers, and it's about their legacy on the line. Your thoughts on that and the belt that you could win on Saturday night?
Well, that's a nice belt. Nice, beautiful belt. It's going to be a good belt, and the most important thing is the fight and how we entertain people, how we make them happy, and the result of the fight on Saturday.
Thank you, man.
Hey, so,
Cutting?
You saw yesterday.
I just looked here automatically at the end, and I'm like,
cheers.
over here.
And you walked in, it was just like.
We're gonna do just a group thing, so get your mics in here.
Group. Last interview. Group.
We're gonna be. This is it. We're done.
Fred.
Just get your mic in there.
Last interview.
I know. What the Mexican viewers can expect from you?
Can you say? Oh, no. I thought you were the other.
No. I let him take my spot. We've been streaming for 2 hours now. Live sent me this.
What is it?
It's a live view. It's not even out yet. Just because of my been using my for studies.
I was talking to your friends, and he said, please told them it's not my money. You don't need any word line or anything? It's good enough with that?
Does part of you want to keep boxing so that you can have even more money to keep building more houses later on?
I did a lot of things. I'm doing that since before.
Watch the paper with an answer.
Your last fight, you won it well with a knockout. You guys ready to take him? Yeah. Your last fight, you'd like to win it by knockout.
It's done, right?
Yes.
Yeah, done. Manny, there's this thing you say television is very good. Can you say something in Spanish to the viewers?
Okay, thank you guys.
You guys went straight there? You guys went straight there? Okay. Go.
Jim.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Where did David go?
Behind you.
Yeah, we're not going to go in the other one. Too many fans over there.
Okay.
I got it. Thank you. Okay.
So embarrassed. So embarrassed, Manny. It's a pleasure. Thank you for doing that for us. I apologize. Oh my God.
You're good?